I'm always cheesing cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plan.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, this game could pose a challenge. They got some weapons on offense. They got OBJ and Amari.
It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play.
I got a feeling you're going to be getting picked.
They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he wants to put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
A great job pulling.
So many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed him right there. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line. Drive the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders.
Yes.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Brings up 2nd and 4
Sorry,
at the 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw.
Oh, come
And this
on,
one's
bro.
incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Thank you for
Give
pushing
him
me
5 on
forward.
the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And a Jaguar.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And inches.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he gets the receiver hit and hit hard.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Marcel
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
2 yards.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set.
Way to hold on to that ball.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Noah Fant, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down.
Good job last time.
Field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah. All of that.
It caused every bit of it,
Trey.
but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for gone. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brought down at his 49-yard.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there. They'll feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield to the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike line. Now gone.
Go get it, go get it, go get it.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Mack Wilson in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Amari Cooper, Philip Lindsay, Miles Sanders. He ain't got Jared Goff.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
22.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5, a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Jaguar first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's true.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Jaguars.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Oh,
and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a
First
man.
down.
That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Second and 5 from the 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars 10. Titans.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to find his tight end ball. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a man down the middle of the field. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Over the middle,
call that only because we ran into each other. I know it. Oh, it's not on. Jimmy.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. Throwing again is gone. And this is caught. It's Cooper.
How you get beat that
they
bad?
corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. A second catch in a row, first down. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He lined up over there.
They'll try to run with Sanders.
No, sir.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Somebody should get there by now. Somebody should be getting there soon. Somebody should be getting there. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
On third and goal, let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You've got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
No,
that first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
I tried to throw it. I tried.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Third and
so it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got hit when I threw, and I knew that was coming. I just hope I get up so I can stop.
Picked by Kendall Ford.
Dang, bro. We got. They only got 3 people rushing. Only 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
5 people just on that side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never.
Nowhere to go here.
No! My goodness, why would you?
And they have the football. Set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
I hope they look at that.
When I'm watching him play, the one thing.
We about to challenge that because he threw it. Oh, you can't challenge that?
Always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
Thank you, Brian.
I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
That she's gone.
Someone at the second level.
You got to recognize that he's not there. You got to recognize that he's going out for a route.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 7, Goff.
Get him.
That's complete, right around the 8. And they work
Goodness,
this
y'all.
He'll be stopped.
He's got too much time.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%.
Thank you. Who was that? Josh Sweat. Thank you.
Back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We got to get him, Brian. Thank you.
He's going to go down, sacked right around the 17.
And that's the kind of stand all. And they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Makes the score, Jaguars.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10 at their own 24.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route
really be
well.
trying to
Thought he was
this
going
first
deep
down.
and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A 4-yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should ought to have a few men in the box there.
My goodness, dude.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the
ran
play.
away from where he was supposed to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
Ran away.
Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Something awful.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, he'll let one go.
That's a jump
deep
off for you,
for
dog.
Yes! And it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all
That's
the
a
way
big
down to
height
the
mismatch.
9. 39
Marcus
yards
throwing
there.
like
A big
5'8".
one.
Well, he's
You
definitely a
like
big target
6'4",
out there, listed at
6'5",
6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
That's why we drafted you. We wanted to have that element on the team.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw here.
Oh my goodness. Why are you running straight? You're supposed to cut out. My goodness.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's
goodness, man, ran the wrong route.
I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted,
He had the route.
training,
I don't want to hear
so
this
he's gotta take
nonsense.
this
Y'all
feedback
talking?
that he's getting, negative or
He had
otherwise,
it.
and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see
Ran
that
the wrong
happen,
route.
that's
Dude
when
ran
you're seeing
straight
guys
to the
doing their
back of the
job,
end zone.
and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We have played 3 quarters.
That one make me more upset than the
on EA Sports.
first one.
Back now
I got hit when I threw.
It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Goff on first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle.
You should be guarding that ball.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Real receivers.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught at the 7. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well,
Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
24 yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
But I can't trust.
Now that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Man, come on, dog.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the
Who
line
is that? I should be able to outrun whoever that is.
Football back, and they've got it in great field position. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, you want to be aggressive out near midfield. You feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On the tackle.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Thank you, Ed.
Get to him as down he goes. Ed Oliver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Like what?
At their own 11-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Well, the second down throw on target, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jackson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
The 27-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down.
Oh, come on, man. That was some crap.
They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, gone. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Yo, did we just open the floodgates?
Inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Whistles now and a timeout. Defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he will take this one in.
Yeah, let's just carry him to the first down. Wow.
Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Slim chance.
The Jazz down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Can't complete passes that we should be able to.
They're playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. 39 yards there.
He caught it. I didn't think he caught it for a second.
That clock rolling.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
The chance is very slim. I mean, it is very slim.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Kicks in this game.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They're gonna have to punt it, so we're gonna have like maybe,
the Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
maybe 6 seconds to make something happen.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Possibly 10.
Returnable for Thomas. And he'll have
14.
this past the 30
This is a
prior to going
two-play
out
shot.
of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Well,
Going into the final play of this
these are the kind of things that happen when you run the wrong routes, when you get hit when you throw, and when you can't push the defensive line for 1 yard. Them 3 big plays.
You were wondering, could it happen?
3 big
Possibly,
plays.
even though we both knew it was a long shot.
3 takeaways.
So for Tennessee,
Fumble.
It's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, the turnover on downs. That's what that was. Three sacks alone. Well, that's what happens, fellas. It's on you, Chad.